Welcome, clever home buyers. Are you attending an auction? Have you got sweaty palms? Are you feeling very tense? So, if it looks like you're going to be buying a home at auction, then you definitely need to do this module. If it looks like you're not, you could possibly skip this module and only do it if you find that you're attending an auction. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Congratulations on making it this far. But like I said, if you're not attending an auction, this is just going to be a general knowledge builder for you. Okay. So this module doesn't have a lot of categories in it, but there's a lot of information that I can share with you. And there's a lot of things to learn about body language and the auctioneer's tactics and the fact that an auction really is a game. It's a game and the auctioneer is in control. But don't treat it like it's a game for you, though. We don't want that. No. So let's carry on. So you found the perfect place, but you have to buy it at auction. Now you can try and put in an offer before auction. You can see if the sales agent is going to accept that. Sometimes they say that they're not accepting offers prior to auction and then it gets sold prior to auction. Like it's their process. They are going to do what they think needs to happen to get the most money for that home. So we talk about auction contracts. We talk about common auction pitfalls, and there are quite a few. And when you want to place an offer prior to auction, then how to go about that the best way. There's a few things you need to weigh up. And what happens if the agent asks you to place an offer before auction? Why? And let's talk about that. The Queensland auction process needs to be understood. And then I give you my strategy for preparing for auction day, right down to researching the auctioneer and finding out if you can attend some auctions in the meantime that auctioneer is running. So that's a tactic, a very good one. Gets you really into the zone. How to prepare for auction day, what to do when you arrive at the auction, and then bidding at auction. So body language is an important part of this, as is always looking cool, calm, and collected. Don't take your children with you if they're little and they're going to need your attention. Ask someone else to bid for you if you think it's just all too stressful. And like I said, and then we have this worksheet for you at the end of the module. I know I've skimmed over that, but there's a lot to go into. The worksheet is to help you to be certain that this is how much you absolutely will have as your highest price in the bidding. And the way that I like to describe that is, imagine you woke up the next day after the auction knowing that somebody else paid $5,000 more than you and they got the property. Would that upset you? Or would you have thought, no, we went to our limit, $5,000 was too much? That's the figure we need to get to, okay? So that's our auction strategy module, a very detailed module when we get down to the conversations about body language, about the techniques and tactics of the auctioneers, about even observing the other bidders and identifying when somebody's probably reached their maximum. You can do that with their body language. You can be observing Mr. and Mrs. Smith over there. They were really tense and all of a sudden, they've put their paddle away and they are a lot more relaxed, or they're behaving differently. They've reached their limit. So we need to talk about that. So auctions are definitely fun. The advantage of buying at an auction is you can see the competition. You can see where we are at with the pricing. There is no waiting game. It's all happening right there and then. So we also talk about what happens if the property gets passed in. So stick around. It'll be interesting. Thanks very much for joining me.